Hey, 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 y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Why? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in.
Come on.
Come on in, everybody. Why? Why? Because it's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Get it? It's the iBall Live. Let's go. What up, what up, what up? And welcome to another episode of the iBall Radio Live call-in show right here from Montgomery, Alabama, inside the iBall Radio studios. Y'all know who I am. It's your boy D-Will, the coach. Right here with my boy Breezy, the producer extraordinaire. Hey, what up, Breeze?
What's up, my guy?
Man, you got it, man. What's happening, people? Hey, man, tell a friend and tell a friend, man. What up, chat? Share, be live. Y'all know what we talking about tonight. And I got something to get off my chest. So you might not want to miss it. So you might want to tell your friends to come on up in here.
For sure.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I got something to talk to all of y'all about. And it's a mini rant, but it ain't a rant for real. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a mini rant.
It's a rabbit hole, but not a rabbit hole.
Yeah, we ain't gonna slide down it, but we gonna get up on that thing.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be said, man.
For sure.
And I really don't hear people around here saying it because they got the game messed up.
Yeah.
Right? The game is messed up, bro. And they need to understand what the understand is. You feel me, Breezy?
Nah, I feel you.
But now, straight up tonight, man, y'all already know what it is, man. We're going to talk good Alabama high school basketball tonight. We're going to tap into what we saw this past weekend over in Oxford, Alabama for the Larry and Connie Davidson Classic that they had this past weekend in Oxford, Alabama. Saw some good talent over there. Saw some really good games.
Yep.
Then we're going to preview where we're going to be at this weekend, Breezy, which we will be down in Jasper, Alabama for their Christmas tournament. The Jasper Christmas tournament got some really good talent down there. Also, a couple of the same teams we just got through watching, but we'll get to see some more. And then, of course, after Christmas, we will be in Huntsville for the Huntsville City Classic, man. We're going to start talking a lot more about that tournament coming up here very, very shortly. So, man, busy, man. Y'all know how we do, man. We stay on that road. We do not mind to beat that road up,
Mr.
man.
Beat the road
hey,
up.
Mr. Beat the Road, man. Yes, sir. Mr. Beat the Road, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, we've been doing that, man, and we're going to continue to do it, to get out there and watch these games, man. We're going to put out those game breakdowns, man. We're going to put out that information each and every time we get out there, man. But here's the thing, Breezy. This is what I want to talk about, all right?
All right.
I want y'all to tap in for this. So it is a misconception. It ain't no misconception. Everybody is confused on really how things work in this world today. Correct, Breezy?
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to high school basketball. And a lot of y'all have this notion that a mixtape or a highlight reel or a AAU game or something of that nature is what's going to get you on. And I'm here to tell y'all, that's the furthest thing from the truth, right? And even me talking about, like, Breeze, me and you went the other day, man. Me and you went through just our Instagram numbers, right? On the last couple of posts we've seen,
right?
We posted, right? And those were 5, 7, 6, 4, 3,000. You know what I'm saying? These are the thousands, K, right? We talking thousands that interacted with our posts each and every time, right? What we were around 50, 60,000 for the week, including the podcast.
Something like that.
In the live, right? All together. This just Instagram. And that's fine. We appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want people to get a misconception. Don't get me wrong. We appreciate that, right? We need more. That should be 20, 30, 50, 70, 100,000, right? But here's the thing I'm trying to say. I posted a post today, right? That's a little different from everything that we post, right? It's not really about a player or a game or individual, none of that type stuff, right? right? It's not even a lifestyle piece where we're featuring players and things they do off the court. It's not even that. Like, and if y'all ain't seen those dope articles Breezy been writing, go to iBallRadio.com to check that out. Yeah, for sure. But here's the thing, what I'm saying. I posted a piece today on iBallRadio.com, and it's called "Inside the Mind of Recruiters: What Matters Beyond Stats." Right?
You finally put that out.
I dropped that one today, right? Part 1. Yeah. Because it's a mini series, right? We dropped part 1 today. And when I was contemplating putting it out, right, I was like, man, this gonna fall on blind eyes. Right? I was like, this definitely gonna fall on blind eyes. And it went into a case study after I jumped down that rabbit hole. It became a case study for me. Like, you know what? This is probably one of the best pieces I've done. Right? Like just being the research behind it, right? And then putting out the information. And what I'm getting at is I knew it was gonna fall on blind eyes because it wasn't the norm of what people find deeming to what helps them get on. Yeah. Right? Now, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, if we say your name, it might help you a whole lot. That's just the honest to God truth. I'm not saying it will, but it's very possible that it could. Right? Now, if we push you to somebody, it could really help you. But my point is, saying your name really helps. So I get where guys look for that and want that, okay? And we do that on a daily basis, right? We talk about y'all every day. We try to say somebody's name every single day, right? And we try to put out player spotlights on a different player every single day, right? That don't happen all the time because we drop a lot of content in different forms. So with that being said, I dropped a piece today. And the thing about this piece is this is what really helps you get to where you want to go. Exactly. Because the basketball part of it is only one part. Yeah. Right? The basketball part is only one part. And here's what I want to tell you. It's a lot of good basketball players out there, bro. Yeah. All over the world. Not just your city, town, state. We just cover the state. But it's a lot of basketball players throughout the world, not even the United States of America. And everybody is vying. How you say vying? There you go, VYING. That's what I was trying to say. Vying for the same position.
Yeah, it's only so many.
It's only so many, right? And the basketball is only going to get you so far because it's a lot of good players. What has you separated from one player to the next is who you are. Like, I want y'all to understand, and this is in the piece, man. Y'all need to go read it. College coaches recruit off, do they like a kid? Because they can go find a lot of kids that can play. There's a lot of guys out there that can play. More so of what they're looking for, who fits our culture. Right. What kind of character person are you? Now, the reason I said I knew that was going to fall on blind eyes, because that ain't the norm of what people want to read, in my opinion. Right. Now, in other places, that would be super valued. Right. But here in the state of Alabama, we have this misconceived notion of what it takes to get somewhere. Right? And a lot of y'all, I know for a fact, don't take the correct steps to get there. Because here's the reason I say that. A lot of you guys that are in the state of Alabama are searching for an opportunity. Opportunities aren't coming to you. You're searching for them. So if you're in the mindset of, I have to search for my opportunities, well, you need some help in searching for them opportunities. And you need to know what the steps you need to take in order to get there. And I'm here to tell you, a mixtape ain't it. A highlight reel ain't it. An AAU team ain't it. That's not how it's going to go down for you. But I will tell you this. Hearing me say it might fall on deaf ears. Reading what I write might fall on blind eyes. But here's the fact behind it, Breezy.
What's that?
The things that I'm saying and the things that I'm writing are not from me. Right. I summarize it in my own words in the article. But the quotes come from 2 Division I
and one Division II coach, 2 associate head coaches, and an assistant coach, right? That happens. So you ain't got to listen to me is what I'm saying.
Right, because you ain't saying it.
I ain't saying it. These are from legitimate, and a fourth coach who I didn't quote in there, but I put some of his quotes in there, right? He didn't want to be quoted in the article, which is fine with me, right? Because I asked him, hey, is it cool? Boom. So this isn't coming from D. Will, Chill Will, Breezy, Drake. It's not coming from us, right? This is coming from those that I spoke to about this, who are actually doing this. And here's what I want to get into. And I'm going to make you go read the piece. All right, I'm going to make you go read the piece. Like, you need to. So go to iBallradio.com, and it's the last article we put up, right? Inside the minds of recruiters. What matters beyond stats, right? And none of those coaches mention stats, because if I've told you once, I told you a million times. When you get to college, you're not going to do what it is you think you're going to do, right? You don't see that very often unless you're A.D. Woolley, right? A.D. went to Kennesaw and took off. And the reason I mentioned A.D. at Kennesaw is because I spoke to Coach Willie Watson for this piece. Like, this, here's what people don't understand. When I say P, and I meant to do some Breeze, and I walked out the house without it. Okay. I meant to bring that hardware and drop it on the table. Okay. When I made this speech, right? Okay. I wanted to drop them hardwares on the table to let people understand. Right. Bro, I just ain't jumping to this, just jumping to a podcast and just start talking on the microphone. Right. That ain't the world we come from. I know a lot of people out there, that's what they do. And when people see shows like ours, that's what they think. Oh, that's just a content creator. Oh. Right? They just a podcaster, right? They really just getting on here talking. Okay, that ain't what we are. I just here to tell you that. They got hardware. You know what I'm saying? Like, from legit radio from Alabama. But that's another story for another day. But I wanted to put that here to let people know that when I say piece of what I did, I interviewed these coaches specifically for this article. Right. This wasn't a random conversation that I just had with a coach because I told y'all I don't talk to a lot of coaches, but I do talk to them. Yeah. Right. And I got some that I rock with. Right. Of course. Okay. So my point is, this wasn't a random conversation with a coach that I have a good relationship with or a relationship with, and we just shooting the ish. That's not what this is. What this is a calculated piece where I spoke to these coaches about this article. On purpose. I asked them questions directed at this article specifically. Gotcha. And they gave me quotes directly to this topic. So what's inside their mind when they go out to recruit a player? Bro, don't you think that's the most important thing? That's what you need to be paying attention to. That's what you need to worry about. Not pro hopping. Not your Euro step. Not your reverse layup that you did or your 12-point highlight reel that you just made. And especially not to pass down the middle. Don't do them. Don't do them, Breeze. Don't do them. Or your overhead floater pass that got intercepted. Stop. You didn't put that on your tape. Stop that. Yeah, hey, listen, Breeze. They ain't put that on their tape. Stop that. They ain't put the 3 turnovers they did when they got pressured in full court pressure and they throwing that little looping pass or they trying to throw it straight down the middle where it's 6 hands. They ain't show that in their tape. Turnover. And you think that's so? Here's my thing. Go read the piece, bro. I even read you a little bit of it from in maybe last show or the show before that. I even gave you some quotes from some coaches. Okay. Right. Yeah, you did. And part 2 of this miniseries, which I'm starting to work on now, I already talked to the coaches about it, right? But I'm gonna turn a whole different quarter from this piece, right? And give you something else to think about, because here's what I'm trying to tell y'all. And what up, Bray, man? Who up? Let me check the chat. What up, chat? I ain't even look. I've been ranting for too long. What up, chat? Oh, okay, my boy SMB in the building. What up, though? What up, Jay? Bray in the building. That's what's up, man. I see y'all. What up, chat? Everybody who else on YouTube. And yeah, also, man, shout y'all out, man, on YouTube. Oh, my guy,
Shout out.
hey, my guy watching tonight. So that's why I've been trying to watch my language. My dad had told me to stop cussing so much. So I've been tuning that back. And then my homie tuned in tonight, Dorian tuned in. So, I'm trying to keep it, all the way PG. You feel me? Trying to keep it real, but I gotta keep it PG because I got some folks watching.
Gotcha.
Right? You feel me? But I'm saying, in today's climate, it's some things you need to understand. And none of these coaches that I spoke to spoke about, because I asked them specifically this also. What are some methods that you use in recruiting?
Yeah.
Right? Just not like I'm saying, what do you, I asked them what they look for, right? And they gave me all what's the big word start with the I, Breezy, that we've been using?
Intangible.
That is.
I'm sorry, it was a lot of words, but yeah.
It is. That is. You probably don't breathe. Hey, use the heel again till he got that thing. Yes. Hey, we've been using that word intangibles a lot lately. And a lot of these coaches spoke about that because let's keep it 100. If you're lucky enough to get a college scholarship and go to somebody's campus and get on a roster, right?
Blessed.
You're blessed. But here's the thing. When you get there, they got somebody there that's already done it there or somewhere else that just came there that they're looking to do what it is you might have done when you were in high school.
Right. Because you're not going to be the guy.
And it don't matter what. And I'm going to give y'all a preview of the next of part 2. Y'all ain't even read part 1, but I'm going to preview part 2 because y'all don't watch, y'all don't listen, and y'all don't read anyway. Okay.
Hey, but we trying to change the narrative though. So
that's what we do. Ain't that what we here for, Breeze?
We trying to change the narrative.
So inside the mind of a recruiter is they in this article. I ain't gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna make them read.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm gonna make them read because I'm not even gonna get into part 2 yet.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because I just dropped part 1, so I'm not even gonna skip. But inside part 1, they tell you, bro, like there's not one place where they mention stats. Right? When I'm trying not to give them part 2, but they don't mention stats.
Yeah. Because you gotta have it.
Thank you, Breezy.
You gotta have numbers.
Thank you, Breezy.
Can't play.
That's
gonna be on the team, but
that's a given.
Gotta have it.
That's what y'all don't understand. That part is a given. You're not even gonna get recruited.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that part 2?
No.
Okay.
That's part 1. Like, you're not even gonna get recruited to do what it is you think you gonna do.
Yeah, if you can't play.
If you can't play, you ain't gonna get it. Have we said that before? It was a videographer in Huntsville, man, who dropped the video, man, preseason hype video right before the Bob Jones Huntsville High game that we went to. And he dropped the thing afterwards. He dope. I can't remember his name. It's slipping my mind right now. But he took the clip of us saying just that. Like, it don't matter. You can be in the gym 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. If you ain't good enough, you ain't gonna get it.
You ain't gonna be in the room.
So here's the thing I'm telling y'all. That part, y'all, is a given. Your highlight tapes, your mixes, all of that is for, let's just keep it real. That's for social media.
Yeah, that's for the gram.
That's for the gram. That's for the gram, man. That's for you to showcase who you are. Like, your mixes showcase a little bit of your personality. Your highlights should show your game. But a lot of y'all got all mixes, no highlights. Right? A lot of mixes, no highlights. I'm tired of seeing y'all walk slow in warm-ups.
Got ham, but no burger.
Hey, man, I'm tired of watching y'all shoot free throws. I'm just saying. Right? Like, oh, bro, I saw a mix today. Man, this kid video, the first 15 seconds was all warm-up layups where he was putting the ball over. You know, you can't dunk in warm-ups, but he was fake dunking.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, literally, bro. First fit. I know he showed 8 of those, 9 of those. And I'm not exaggerating. It was 8 or 9 layups.
I'm doing something.
In warm-ups. And bro, the tape was probably 30 seconds. So he had about 2 or 3 plays where he had literally, it was a scramble for a ball. He grabbed it, put it in. He had a wide open layup, and he had 2 free throws. And that was his highlight. That was his mix. Like, bro.
Hey.
You're wasting a lot of time doing that. I'm not telling you not to do it, though. Okay? A lot of y'all got this misconception that I'm telling you I'm against those type of things.
Oh.
No, I am all for them.
You need yourself on film.
You need it. You better have your stuff out there. I tell you all the time, your Instagram, we're going to a little bit of part 2. Your Instagram better be on point. Your social media better be on point. It better be where I can one click and get to everything I need to get to from you, right? I need to see more highlights and mixes than I do of gas station picks. I'm all for them, people, right? But that's only one part of the equation. If you're not doing the other things, it's not going to work for you.
Right. You have to do all aspects.
You got to. You got to cover all your bases. Because here's the thing I'm telling y'all. I'm talking to the ones who are searching opportunities, not the ones who have people knocking at your door. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about those, because 95% of y'all are the ones I ain't talking to. And it might be 98% of y'all. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the 98% of y'all who don't have no opportunity, who seek opportunity. And some of y'all can play. Some of y'all are good enough, but you're not taking the proper steps.
And you ain't got the right people in the right rooms.
Because you refuse to do the things that you need to do.
All of it tie in together.
All of it.
Like,
bro,
oh my God.
Reading and comprehension is huge. It's huge, bro. Reading and comprehension in today's world is huge. That's what I'm here to tell you. So, college coaches, here's the other part about it. I talked to all these college coaches, right, about this article. And I got more I'm talking to about other pieces that we writing. I got people I'm talking to do on-air interviews that will be dropped exclusively on iBallradio.com on the exclusive content. We got interviews, video interviews, live interviews. We're not going to do them on live, but they're going to be recording. We're going to drop them on the exclusive content with these coaches, with a lot of these coaches already scheduled to come up, right? So my point is, these college coaches that are being quoted, bro, these egos real, boy. They're going to read the piece that they're mentioned in.
Yeah.
Right? So, meaning, they're described in a website. Meaning, when you fill out your player card and it goes into the player database, they can find you. When you go fill out your player card and you put your link in there for your highlights, because listen, we giving you the opportunity to put your highlights on our website for free. For free. You get to load your highlights on our website for free, where we got college coaches on all levels tuning in.
Yeah, that's love. They said it was hate.
They said it was hate. We hear the buzz. Come on, man.
Man, stop.
Come on, man. So we allow you to put your information on our website for free. For it, just in this article was 2 Division I's and one high major Division II, 2 mid-major Division I's out the Colonial and Coach Manny Adako from Northeastern University, right? They play in the CAA in the Colonial with Greedy them. They're in the same conference as Greedy them. They got to play them twice this year.
Okay.
Right? So then I got UVA-wise, high major D2, where I got Kalen Lightfoot is down there lighting it up, where he took his opportunity and he's making the most out of it.
Right.
Right? Shout out nephew. And then I got in the Conference USA, we got Kennesaw State. and associate head coach, Coach Willie Watson. Now, we've had Coach Antoine Petway on the live. We interviewed him on the live. You can go to YouTube and watch our interview with the head coach and Antoine Petway here on the live, right?
Ain't nobody doing it like that.
They not, bro. They not. But we ain't even here to talk about that. What I'm saying is we got these coaches that are quoting in these articles that are looking on the site. And you get to load your information with your highlights for free. And they say we hate highlights, Breeze. They say we hate on mixes.
That's what they say we hating.
Yeah.
It's not hate. It's just to use it in the right way.
I'm confused. Listen, I'm confused.
Hey, man.
To who else is giving you information like that? Now, before we jump into everything else, I had to get off on that.
Yeah.
But all that said and done, go to iBallRadio.com and fill out your player card. Any players out there, go. Parents, have your play. Go do it. I had a parent hit me the other day like, oh, I'm going to fill it out for him when I get off work. Man, make him do it yourself. But if you don't, fill it out. Go to iBallRadio.com. It's on the screen. On the screen right now. Go to iBallRadio.com and fill out your player card. Click on the player card tab. Fill it out. It's going to have you entered into the iBall Radio database. We're actually working to have that database shown on the website so y'all can get to it too. Have the player cards. We're going to have them broke up into class years and gender. We got girls already filling out their player cards also.
Yep.
Right?
We need y'all too.
We need y'all too. So all of this is going to be loaded onto the site, right? And hopefully in the next 2 days, we'll have that player database filled out. But we got all the database and we can send it out to y'all. But we're going to put it on the site. That's what we're gonna do. Like, I ain't gonna get in there.
Yeah, man. It's
So I'm saying, when you go fill it out, these coaches will be looking. Because not only do we have relationships with people, once we put this out here and we send this article out, this piece out, you know, coaches, like I just said, they got egos. I already got a call from a coach. I done interviewed 6 coaches, right? I put 3 in this article, right? Because they just were, what I was feeling, what I was writing on the breakdown that I did, these 3 stood out to me for this article, right? I already had a coach hit me like, D, you ain't holler at me?
mad about it.
He like, you ain't gonna interview me for it? I got something to say. Like, you gotta let the kids know we over here. This is a junior coach. You're a junior college coach.
Yeah.
Like you gotta let we over here too.
Yeah, you on the way.
We over here. You on the way.
On the way.
You on the way. But that's what I'm here to tell y'all. That's a JUCO coach who saw it, went and read it, and was like, whoa.
Wow.
He ain't put me in this.
Right.
So they already on the site just looking.
Yeah.
So you don't think they're gonna be hitting that player database like,
Hey.
Links where your links are so they can get to your link and watch them walking through warm-up mixtapes?
Hey, the shopping list.
Bro, we're on live. Here to tell y'all this. Brings what we did. We tell them what we did last week. I think we did a little 2,000, 2,500 last week. We were light week.
Yeah, a little
light week. You know what I'm saying? This week started off a little better. Like, shout out to y'all for tuning in on that was last week, last Thursday. Shout out to y'all. Instagram went up. We did some numbers on Instagram we ain't never did before. So shout out to y'all for that, man. But Breeze, I
know.
If all y'all understood that these coaches watch these lives, they go back and watch the lives. Do you know how many people I hear from like, man, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, Coach JJ Jackson, Alabama State coach, right? I saw him and Coach Sidney Ball, both are assistants at Alabama State. I don't care. I'm telling y'all now, right? I see them last week at the Carver game, and my guy Will Frank, team driven 2025 head coach.
Yep.
Right. I see them, right, and I see Wallace Selma, head coach. So they are boom. I go chop it up, and my boy and I got Damien, who is a GA over at Alabama State. You know what they say, bro?
What's that?
Man, y'all boy crazy, man. They telling me what we say on the live.
Yeah.
That's a Division I staff.
Paying attention.
That's an Alabama JUCO staff that's sitting there telling me what we said on the live.
Yeah.
Like y'all looking at the wrong stuff.
Right.
Y'all looking at the number of people and not the people of people that's tuning in.
Hey, quality.
Come on, man.
Over quantity.
I can go do some. I forgot. Whew, sorry, Dorian. I see you, bro.
Digress.
Dad, I got you.
Reel it back.
Got you, Dad. I'm reeling it back in. But y'all looking at the wrong thing. That y'all worried about the wrong thing. Oh, man, they ain't have but 1,000 people, man. Why they ain't got but 12 people in there? All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, shout out Gage Mayfield just stepped into the chat.
Hey, shout out.
What up, Gage? Now listen, hey, I gotta tell you something, nephew. I need that video, bro. Listen, if you want to do a highlight, you got to do the highlight that Gage Mayfield did this past weekend at the Larry and Connie Davidson in Oxford. Boy, he dunked on your boy. I ain't gonna call his name because I like him. Kid from Oxford. Boy, he dunked on that boy so bad, man. Listen, Breezy, it was one of them. Oh my God!
Booyah!
Sports Center top 10. Like if that clip would have been sent to Sports Center top 10, it probably makes it. It definitely makes Sports Center Next Instagram page. Yeah, if they send that to Sports Center Next, that's making Instagram. So nephew, if you got that, I need that. I need that video. I need that video because I talked to him about it. I was like, I need that.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah,
but man, I will say this, bro. Having college coaches, and y'all, we finna tap into some games tonight, man. We're gonna pull up NFHS and see what we got cracking tonight on the basketball games, man. Here in the state of Alabama, we're gonna watch some games together, talk about some teams. As we talk about what we finna jump into now, like I said, I'm gonna get off that. I think I ran it long enough. I went back to it. I ain't mean to, but I'm done with it.
Okay, we passed the rabbit hole now.
Past the rabbit hole. I'm climbing up out that thing. I'm coming up out the well with a pocket full of gold.
Yeah.
So
there it is.
Yep. I this past weekend, man, we got a chance to go to Oxford to the Larry and Connie Davidson Classic. Very good teams down there. Like I said, go to iBallradio.com, man. We did game breakdowns on just about each and every game that every game that we watched, we did a game breakdown of, man. We got the now Breezy.
Yeah.
I should have sent it to you.
Okay.
Me and Breezy had the privilege, before I get into what happened. Breezy, what was your highlight of the tournament? I know what mine was. What was yours?
Miss Bucket.
Hey, listen, we got a chance and the opportunity, and I messed up. I had something for her, but it got taken by a nephew of mine, Bryce. Got it, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Bryce Dawson. He got it in, but we were able to give her something else. But we got you, Ace. We said we got you. But we got a chance to take a picture with Ace Austin, the Alabama signee, #1 player in the state of Alabama on the girls' side. Bro, she is one of the coolest people that you can meet.
Yeah,
she walked off. You came up, I like Breezy. He was like, "Oh no, man, Buckets, I need my picture."
Yeah.
She came back. She like, "What's up? Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go." Like, yeah. So, man, that was a real cool to get to hang with her, talk to her for a little bit, man. She came to the table and hung out with us, man. Got to chop it up with her. Not on no interview-ish, you know what I'm saying? We just chopping it.
Yeah, just
right?
Cool.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just real cool, laid back, man. We talk a little basketball, talk a little future, talk about her excitement going to Alabama. Nothing that we dropping, right? Like, it ain't none of that. It was just, we got to kick it with our girl, Ace, man. That's our niece, man. We stay chopping it up in DM, man. We talk quite often. So it was cool to get to not only sit down and chop it up with a Breezy, but watch her hoop.
Yeah, just see your emotion.
And as she dropped 29.
Emotion.
Like a light 29. Yeah. Like, I don't listen, bro. At the end of the game, because y'all know we go take pictures of the book. We take of the book, right? I looked out like, damn, she had 29? I didn't see 29.
It didn't feel like it.
It didn't feel like it. She dropped 29 easy, like Jacoby Hill dropped 30 easy.
Yeah.
Because he had 30. And I was like, Jacoby Hill did not have 30 points. And we sat there and he had 30. He's so smooth, dog.
So smooth.
He's so smooth, man. Like his game is so effortless.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Coach Burkett, Coach Shu, he does a different job with getting him buckets, because a lot of teams like to play them zone. And if you play Central Phoenix City zone, dog, like they're gonna eat you alive, because they put Jacoby in the high post, and he just works the whole high post. And then when they throw it into him, he faces whoever that is up, and it's usually a big, and he take him one-on-one. And it's usually a one dribble Carmelo pull up, little spin, fade away, or he just gonna go blow by you. Like, it's so effortless, man, and efficient, right? So I enjoyed watching him go. They put it on Pinson Valley that Friday night. You know what I'm saying? But even though I will say this, Austin Wukana, he dropped 25. Bro, Austin is really good.
Yeah, he be hooping.
He be hooping. He goes hard.
Yeah, nah, he be out there. He got motion.
And the thing about it is, we know he's having to do a whole lot more for that team than expected. He carries a lot of weight for that Pinson Valley team. Like that, like you say that about guys a lot of times, but Pinson Valley goes as he goes. If he's tired, they're tired. If he rolling, they rolling. If he, you know what I'm saying? Because it's hard for Barb to get him breaks. He can't, right? Because if you take him off the floor, you're so small. Like Wu 6'4", right? And he ain't a big body kid. He's literally a point guard, right? But he's having to do so many things on like the intangibles. He's having to excel at those. Yeah. And him excelling at the intangibles is what's going to get him recruited on the level he wants to get recruited at.
I think so, too. I think that's a good point.
Yeah.
He got motion.
All of it. He's everywhere. He does I think he had 10 rebounds, 6 steals, 4 assists in that game, right? Like, his stats broke down to crazy, right? And like I say, he's really good. But back to what they do with Jacoby, putting him at that high post, bro. And then you got them corner boys, like you got Jaden Ford, who, bro, I like him.
Yep.
He is somebody in that class of 2026 that, regardless of his size, and if you look at that class of 2026, now the way it's broken down, it's a lot of point guards that are up towards the top of that class. And none of them are very big, because we got a chance to watch Jalen Alexander also at the tournament, right? And we've seen Jay Green several times already this season in person and on film, right? In that class, and Diggy Coleman, we got the chance to watch him, and we're going to get into him in a second and what he did on Friday night, right? But it's a lot of smaller guards in that 2026 class.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That are Division I caliber talents, right? In that class, they're just small. And Jaden Ford is one of those, right? He transferred over from school in Columbus, Georgia. Dog, he's a bucket. He shoots it with range. He has very good quickness, good first step. I think he needs to pass it a little bit more, right? I think if he improves his ability to pass the basketball, I think that'll up his stock, because he is a next level player. He's a collegiate basketball player. So, you know, it's a lot of them in that class 2026. But Jalen Alexander is top dog, bro.
Okay.
That he is so solid. Like, don't you know, like when we go out here and we watch kids, right? And people tell us to watch guys, and we watch guys, and we watch how guys move. We watch how guys operate.
Yeah.
Man, he just operates on the big time. Like, he has his poise, his ability to not get knocked off his line, strong, athletic, he passes it way better than I figured, right? Like, he is a really good passer, and he showed that. And he, despite a lot of rumors that you heard about it, he's a really good teammate, dog. You saw that.
Yeah, I did.
He is a really good teammate. And I guess this year he's really trusting his teammates, because he's getting off that ball.
And that shows growth within his own self.
Heck yeah, it does. Somebody who already has an Auburn offer, somebody who had Sanford and Jacksonville State and all these schools standing on the court waiting to talk to him after the game, right? Like him with all that, you saw. I'm gonna tell you what he is. Go read the article go read the piece that we dropped today. Jalen Alexander is exuding those qualities.
Yeah, go tune in. Go tap in.
He's exuding those qualities that those coaches say they want to recruit in the article that we dropped today on iBallRadio.com.
That's useful information.
Straight like that. And you see him being recruited because of that. But as we talk this through, man, yeah, and I got Jamal Culver. Jamal Culver, man, he's been on my radar a little bit. Class 2027. Long athletic kid. He be on that rim a lot. We watching you. But he mentioned Diggy Coleman. And I said that we were going to get to Diggy because he's the number 2 point guard, in my opinion, in the class 2026. Number 2 player behind Jalen Alexander. Right? And call coming in. Yeah.
To accept, press 1.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Lance Huntsville.
There he is. Our guy, Lance, calling in Huntsville, Alabama. What's happening with it, Lance?
I hate to interrupt y'all's flow. That's something I got to do a little later, so I have to get something off my chest.
Man, go on, step in. Hey, listen, it's your world, man. We just trying to get one, man. Let's go.
Yeah, speak your piece, Lance.
Speak your piece.
Man, let me tell you. So years ago, a gun was introduced to the world of basketball. I'm sure everybody knows what a gun is now.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited about it because, allowed kids and players to get extra shots up. Practice was over because the coaches, he don't feel like shagging balls and passing basketballs. But I think we're finally starting to see the damage that the gun is doing to the game of basketball. I get kids sending me text messages with, Coach, I got up 200 shots today, but then game time, come on, you 1 for 8.
That's tough.
And just not realistic, man. You don't stand in one spot the whole game and just stand there and that type of pass over. Nothing about it is game realistic. Now, are you getting up those shots? Is it good for muscle of your form? Those types of things? Absolutely. I will not argue about that. But nothing about that, game time shooting.
Nothing matches that. Nothing matches.
So I'll let y'all get back to what you wanted to say. I got to get running here in a minute. I just had to let that burn.
Hey, hey, Lance, whatever you want to get off your chest, this is your platform, man. Like I say, speak your piece, man. And I listen, I totally agree with you.
It's now becoming like this is my little, I call it just gripe on it. I got to get on the positive note.
Hey, listen, it's not a gripe when it's the truth.
Hey, speak your piece.
Speak your piece.
Yes.
It's not a gripe when it's the truth, man. But Lance, appreciate you, my guy, man. We gonna chop it up because I got something to say on that myself.
All right, y'all be good.
All right, there it is, man. There he is. I got Lance. Hey, listen, I agree with what he's saying, Breezy.
Yeah.
A lot of guys get in their gym and say, "Oh, I shot 500 shots today on the gun."
Right.
You got 500 passes from different angles, from underneath the goal, shooting set shots over a net, right? I agree with Lance. It is great for muscle memory. It is great for repetition. It is great for cardio work, right? Because to shoot 500 shots, that's tough on your legs and your lower back and your shoulders and your wrists. It's hard on that. So you're building muscle memory and strength in doing that, right? I get that part.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I said earlier about I'm not hating on mixtapes and highlight tapes. I think they're necessary, but it's only one part of it. I think the gun is necessary, but it's only one part of it, right?
Yeah.
You can't go in the gym every day or 5-6 days a week and shoot on the gun and be like, oh, I shot on the gun, I got better. And that's all you did. You ain't work on your ball handling. You ain't work on your conditioning. You ain't worked on your defense. You ain't worked on nothing else. Just shot the ball, right? 1 dribble, 2 dribbles. You're not doing a lot of dribbles on the gun, right? It's just unless you're putting 1 ball in there and it's shooting you 1 ball. That's it. And you're not really going to do that often. So my point is, it's tough to simulate game action off a machine.
Yeah.
Is the machine necessary and beneficial? Yes. But is that what you should be calling your workout? No. So I'm with him. I'm totally with it, Lance, on that. Appreciate his call in. Yeah, but sure. Phone lines are open right now, man. If you want to call in, speak your piece. 334-209-5222. Call in right now, man. Speak your piece. Like Lance didn't call in to talk about anything we were talking about. He called in to gripe about what's on in his world because he does this and what he sees. So listen, call in to speak your piece. Whatever you want to talk about. You can call in and tell me I'm wrong about something. I don't care. Do that if you feel the need to. But back to what Jamal was talking about in the chat. Diggy Coleman. On Friday night versus Vestavia Hills, man, we got an opportunity to watch a really good basketball game. I think Diggy led that game with 23 points, I think. I think Diggy had 23 in that game. I can go to the if you hadn't read the game breakdown, that's on iBallradio.com. It's up right now. Let me see. I want to go back because I want to get those stats correct on that game. Diggy went for 20 that night.
Okay.
I think that's the same game. No. That's the game after. The game before that. I was wrong. Yeah. Was this one. He went for 23 in that game. Bryson went for 10. Adam Barksdale had 20 for Vestavia, and Johnny Torrey had 11. Yeah. So, but in that game, Diggy hit a buzzer beater.
Yeah, he did.
I'm standing there on the court, watching from the other end. They give it to him. And he starts out a little slow. It's only like, I don't remember exactly. I think it was like 12 seconds on the clock, right? Or it might have been 18 and he didn't cross the line until 12. Nah, it was less than that because he hit it at the buzzer. So it was like 12 seconds. He didn't start moving to like 11, 10, 8. I was like, okay, this is going to be a rushed shot.
Yeah.
Right? And if the clip is out there on social media, I think I might have posted it. It was a little scramble, and he took a double clutch, hang in the air, 3-pointer, and banked it in at the buzzer to win the basketball game. Just poise, bro. Like his game, like I say, him and Jayla Alexander, and I'm gonna put Jay Green in this in this category too. They're such poised point guards for young guys. For 2026ers, they are very poised. Like they don't get sped up. They're strong. You can't really knock them off their line. Neither one of them is exceptionally big. Like Jalen Alexander is the biggest one. He's about 6'2", right? Diggy's standing about 5'11". Jay Green probably around 6 feet, right? So it's not like they're overly big guys. And y'all know me. I'm a big guard guy. I like big point guards. But these guys have really impressed me, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like with their skill set, their strength, their poise, they seem to always be under control. Diggy got to clean up a little bit of those turnovers, right? You know what I'm saying? He tries to fit balls into places sometimes, balls that he shouldn't, right? But he does a really good job of controlling the offense. And then he has Bryson there with him to take some of that pressure off. But it's going to come a time where, it's going to be that show. And he's going to have to show he's able to do it. So I really like those guys. And just watching him the other night, man, in that game against Vestavia, Adam Barksdale is a really big guard who signed to play at Montevallo. So he's going to play Division II basketball, who played with Pro 1 academic select team. So it was a high-level basketball game. And to watch him take it in that and see Coach Bynum put it in his hands at that moment with Bryson on the court, to put it in his hands at that moment, to watch him make it happen was very, very impressive to see.
Exactly.
But I'm going to tell you something about Bryson Berry that people might be sleep on And I've seen him do this a whole lot. I'm not going to say it's us, Breeze. I'm not going to say it's the iBall radio effect. I'm not going to say it's the iBall effect.
The iBall effect, yeah.
I'm not going to say it's the iBall effect. But it might be. But he's shooting that basketball, bro. He's showing he can shoot the 3-ball. Bryson Berry's always been known as a slasher. He's one of the best finishers at the rim in the state of Alabama. We've always known he does a great job of getting to the painted area.
Yep.
Right? He can get to the painted area with the best of them. And what I'm seeing from him, he's not only, here's what I think it takes. It takes attempts, right? You got to shoot the 3 to make the 3, right? And in today's game, it's a lot of 3s being shot. Now, I ain't going to get down the rabbit hole and talk about the video that I saw on Instagram about the team shooting 75 3-point, missing, 2 NBA teams combined to miss in one game 75 threes.
Sheesh.
Not combined to shoot 75, combined to miss 75 threes. That's not,
That's crazy.
That's ugly, right? But you got to be able to shoot the 3 in today's game. So my point is getting up those attempts, showing that you're willing, that you trust your jump shot. A lot of guys who don't shoot, I tell Greedy this all the time. A lot of guys who don't shoot a lot of 3s, a lot of times they don't trust their jump shot.
They don't trust it.
Do you trust your jump shot? Yeah, I trust it. Well, why don't you shoot it?
Shoot it.
Shoot it. If you don't trust it, you're not going to shoot it.
Yep.
But if you trust it, whether it goes in or not, you're going to shoot it.
Yep.
And what I've been seeing from Bryson Berry this year is he's shooting that 3-ball.
He trusting it.
He trusting it.
Yeah.
Gage Mayfield, I know I mentioned him earlier about the highlight he had dunking on the guy from Dothan. But I'm going to tell you something I saw about Gage Mayfield, dog. Gage Mayfield, I think, is leaning towards a potential high major prospect. He's a Division I prospect off the rip. He's grown to 6'9", right? He's grown to 6'9". And I had the conversation with Drake about this after the on Sunday after the Classic. Gage Mayfield is pushing to be the number 1 player in the class 2026. Right?
26?
Yes.
Okay.
He's challenging Diggy and Jalen Alexander for the top spot.
You say he's 6'9"?
6'9". You saw him out there. You saw him.
I did see him. I'm, just hearing the number,
it sounds weird because when he first stepped onto our radar a couple of years ago, he was 6'4", really long. He was at the iBall TDB Elite Skills Camp at Spain Park, and he was extremely active.
Yeah.
He was blocking all the shots. He was grabbing all the rebounds. He was finishing everything at the rim, but he could not dunk.
Right.
He was not dunking. He came back to camp the next year and was dunking everything. And he had grew to 6'7".
That's crazy.
Now, 1 year later, these are consecutive years we've seen his progression. Now he's 6'9", and here's the thing about the reason I say he's a potential high major prospect. Bro, he's a guard. He's not a big. When he dropped on our radar, he was a young big. When he came to camp the next year, he was a young big who was getting bigger. Now, his progression we see, he a big guard. He's a big 6'9" wing. His ability to put it on the floor, like he has a handle. He's just not dribbling. He has a handle.
Yeah.
Like, that's interesting to see. He has a handle, bro. Like, he putting that thing on the floor, 4, 5, 6, 7 dribbles to get to his spot, to get by you and finish at the rim. I saw him do some extraordinary things over the weekend that I really liked. I mean, I really like what I saw from him.
He been putting in that work.
Listen, the 3-ball. Like, he's shooting the 3-ball consistently with efficiency. He's making them is what I mean.
And that's a good word, efficiency.
Yes, man. And like I just finished telling you about referring to Bryson Berry. The attempts mean a lot.
Yeah, trusting.
You trust it. And he's showing, I trust the 3-ball. I'm willing to shoot this off the dribble, off the catch, don't matter. And he's still willing to go in the post and eat his food down low. Like he showed very well at the Classic this past weekend in Oxford. I thoroughly, and like you say, that made me put him up. They up there, dog.
Yeah.
I hadn't dropped the 2026 rankings, because y'all see how we evaluating them right now. But Gage Mayfield put himself in consideration to be the top player in the state in class 2026.
All right, then.
Straight like that.
Straight
but
like
Breezy, man, while we on here, man, let's pull up some games real quick, man.
Straight like that.
Pull up some games real quick. Let's see what we got on NFHS for the night as we continue to chop it up a little bit about what we saw this past weekend. Hey, we will be in Jasper this weekend, man, 20th and 21st for the Jasper Christmas tournament. We're going to go check out some of those games in Jasper at least one of those days. Hopefully we can get out to both of them, but we're at least going to one of those days. You might, you got to go to Alabama basketball, that you got to hit your 3 little lines. Yeah, go to state. Boom. We know what you need to do. I'm going to need to hit the star for the favorite after this. Go hit your gender, hit boys. Yeah, go level, hit varsity. There we go. What we got on that, man? Woodlawn Fairfield. Pull up Woodlawn Fairfield. Let's see what that's talking about. But yeah, man, any games, y'all? What up, chat? I hadn't spoke to y'all in a minute. What up, chat? I'm off my soapbox. I've been on a little long today. But that wasn't a soapbox. I was really breaking down the tournament. But any games out there that y'all want to see, man, hit us up in the chat, man. Let us know who we need to pull up and watch, who we need to give some love to, who we need to show out for as we sit here. You are, of course, you're watching the iBall Radio live call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page. We're also streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. Turn that for me. Turn that screen for me a little bit, Breezy. Yeah, there you go. Appreciate it. All right. So yeah. Is this? Yeah, this is Fairfield. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. MJ got stripped. Who they playing? Woodlawn? Okay. Hey, they up. It looks like are they up or are they down? Yeah, they up 41-26 right now with 5:39 left in the third quarter. Y'all tuning in right now with us, man. We're watching Woodlawn and Fairfield live right now. Hey, I will say you this. I had a conversation with a couple people last week about kid, and shout out Eric Williams for Fairfield. He went and filled out his player card, right, on iBallRadio.com.
Okay.
He went and filled out his player card. Submission came through. I saw it. I looked at it, and I was reading this information because a lot of y'all listen. Shout out to everybody who fill out the player card. As soon as they come in, I try to go read all of them that come in that day to familiarize myself with who filled out a player card, right? And I go watch y'all links. If you drop your link in there, I go watch your link. So, the kid Eric Williams fills out his player card, and I go through it, and it say 2027.
Yep.
Like, hold on, 2026. So I went and I'm like, is this the same kid I'm thinking about? So I went and looked at the link. I'm like, yeah, that's him, number 0. So I had to reach out to some folks like, hey, man, what class is the Eric Williams kid in?
Yeah.
They were like, 2027? Bro, that changed my whole perspective of him.
Yeah.
I thought he was a 26 kid.
Okay.
He's a 27.
Okay.
I like him a lot more.
Right.
He's a sophomore. Like, he's extremely fast with the basketball.
Yeah.
Usually when I talk about somebody, they usually do something. Here he is right here. Shoot that. I told you, float game. He missed it. Or was that a pass? We're going to say that was a pass. We're going to say that was a pass to MJ.
I like
that. All right. That was a good look by him. But that's a sophomore out there playing high-level basketball for, a team that is vying for a state championship. He's starting on that basketball team, even though I think they might still be missing a couple guys. I don't know if Jeff Duncan them are back, but he's been playing a huge role on that basketball team already this season, right? And as a 2027, and that's what I was saying as I evaluate, because y'all know we've been doing a lot of evaluation of the 2027 class, familiarizing ourselves with those guys, and that's why it's very, very, very important. Y'all see what I'm telling you about your player card. It's very important that you go fill out your player card. It's very important for y'all in the chat that you got kids, that y'all go tell your kids and your players to go fill out their player cards. right? Because we do look at these, and not only do we look at them, coaches look at them, right? So my point is, watching him do what he does as a 27, it's a lot of 27s that have shown up this year on the varsity level. I know it's still some 2027s out there that are really good that are playing JV in places because their varsity teams are so deep, right? But it's a lot of kids in the class of 2027 that I really like in the state.
That's good because there's something to look forward to.
Hey, listen, it's a couple years. I had a kid hit me up from class of 2029 the other day.
29.
2029. That's an 8th grader.
Wow.
Right? 2029. And he can play. Right? He can really play. And that's how I got LaMarcus Richard. That's his class.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's
And like LaMarcus is small, but I told you I'm getting my affinity for small guards back. And he could just hoop, bro. He can really hoop. Like LaMarcus Richard, 8th grade over at Floyd, can really hoop.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
He's dangerous. Like I can't wait to see him this summer. Like he's dangerous. But I will say this. It's a lot of guys in that 27 class that, like I say, can't even get on their varsity teams because their varsity teams are stacked. But those guys can play. But it's guys on the varsity level in that class that are showing improving. Like it's a lot of sophomores out there. It's a sophomore, Marcus Perry Jr. at Oxford. Like I really like him. He's a 2027 kid, sophomore. He had 14 points in the game Friday night that we watched. Caught an alley-oop, 2 hands. They threw it up to him. He went and got it.
Yeah, he did.
Right? So, like I say, that 20, I mentioned Jamal Culver earlier. Like, he's somebody out there that's, and y'all already know we talk about the Bradens and the Deshaun Halls and the KD. We talk about all those guys, right? And it's a lot more of those guys out there that are really hooping. They're going to, dang, he missed. Hey, E, you're going to have to make one of these shots when I talk about you now, because I'm real telling Breeze I'm good at saying something and they, like he done had 2. Now listen, I done mentioned him twice and he had 2 plays, but he done missed both of them. You got to walk, you got to walk, Breeze.
Got to.
You got to walk when you walk, come on, come.
Got to.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the best pass. Oh, that is Jeff Duncan. That's Jeff back, number 5. Yep. So Jeff is back. But I dropped an article last week, Breezy, about 2025's underrated 2025 point guards. And in that article is one of the kids I mentioned is playing in this game. That's DeMarcus Williams at Fairfield. DeMarcus Williams is another one of those solid point guards, dog. Like, it is a lot of solid. Okay, what we got? Hey. I can roll that thing.
Yeah, just don't miss it.
Just don't miss it. I don't care what you do, just don't miss it. But hey, real quick, little recap. I remember Grease. Yeah, I did. I don't know if it was luck or if it was on purpose, but it was nice. It don't really matter whether it was or not. But I remember Greedy's first game at Pinson Valley was against Woodline. He dropped 33.
Wow.
His first game at Pinson, his senior season, he dropped 33 on Woodline. Damn, he was killing. I mean, killing. But yeah, back to DeMarcus Williams, dog. Like we mentioned him on this platform several times also. But that's another one of those kids who's one of those solid, tough point guards, dog. Who nice, strong body, right? But we mentioned him in our 2025 underrated point guards because college coaches need to see the value. Here's the issue. All right, Breezy. Let's play devil's advocate. Can I do that?
Please.
All right. Playing devil's advocate. We spoke about the article, the piece that we dropped today, right? And y'all need to go read it, man. Inside the Mind of Recruiters, What Matters Beyond Stats. It's up right now on iBallradio.com. Go read the article. Those coaches told me all those things that they look for in the intangibles of a player, right?
Yep.
And then we sat here and told you being able to hoop is a given.
Yep.
Your numbers should be a given.
Already.
Now, it's a lot of guys who don't get crazy numbers, right? And DeMarcus Williams is one of them who plays on a stacked team that doesn't have to do a lot of scoring. But when he is called upon to score, he does, right? He's still going to get you 14, 16, 18 points, right? Like, that's the normal. But he's not going to 30 ball you, 40 ball you, right? And that's fine. But all those coaches talk to me about the intangibles of a player that they look for. Well, DeMarcus Williams has all those intangibles.
Right.
He is the intangible guy.
Right. Mr. Intangible.
But the fact of the matter is, these college coaches say one thing, but a lot of times they turn around and do another. I spoke about this before.
Yeah, they got somebody in that ear.
Every single time. So if you want the intangible guy, it's a lot of them out there playing basketball in high school that are that. And right on cue, there's DeMarcus right there, right? Just playing big, making the right play, being in the right place at the right time. And I will say this. I don't get why a coach will say, hey, I'm looking for a guy who good teammate, cheers on his teammate, right? Makes all the high IQ, comes to work every day, doesn't complain, all those type of things of the intangibles of a player that they look to recruit. Because remember, I told you a lot of coaches recruit guys that they like. Like, I like you. I like this kid. He fits the culture. His character fits the culture of our program. Because here's the thing, coaches are looking for character guys, y'all. Like, the guy that was an asshole, guy was an asshole, really don't get on no more. Like, you got to be an asshole to get 50 to be an asshole nowadays, right? You just can't be a okay asshole. You got to be really good because coaches are looking for character guys. And it's a lot of guys out there who are hooping that can play on the next level who have good character.
Right.
Like, you got to have, that is just like we say the basketball is a given, bro, that's a given too. Like, you got to be a high character guy.
Because you're not even getting the call.
You're not even getting the call. Man, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say. Let me see if I can find it. It's a quote from a coach. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna read you two quotes from coaches. Not gonna tell you who they're from, right? Not gonna tell you who they're from. What coach said what, but I'm finna read a couple of these quotes. I think I'm trying to pull it up. I need to put these in a folder so I can find them. Let me see. It was this coach. He says,
what did he say? Let
me see if this him. Nah, that's a good one. But that's not the one I'm looking for. Here we go.
Found it.
Think so. There it is. All right. So we say they like good character kids, kids that they like, that fit their culture. One college coach says he likes to recruit guys who, how does he, we talked about adversity. How does he respond to adversity? Everyone has bad games or bad plays. This is a direct quote. Everyone has bad games / plays. How do you handle tough times? Body language. Everyone gives off energy. I want energy givers, not energy takers. Bro, did you hear that?
I did.
I want energy givers, not energy takers. So that means I want a good character kid who's going to come to work every day, not complain, and do what he's supposed to do to help the team win, whether that's in practice or in a game. Doesn't matter where it is, he's going to do that. Bro, they're not recruiting assholes. They're not recruiting guys who don't work hard every day. They want energy givers, not energy takers.
Hey, gotta have it.
All right, man.
Be successful.
But y'all around here trying to clip these clips off your game. And you're an energy taker.
Hey, I ain't gonna.
You're an energy taker. You drain the life out of your coaches, teammates, and community.
Right, because that's what they say about energy. You don't die, it just transfers.
It just transfers. It just transfers. And a lot of y'all are transferring negative energy.
Mm.
And that's why you're not being recruited.
Mm.
You're good. You're good, but your energy is thrown off.
Man.
You're an energy taker. DeMarcus Williams is an energy giver. He's not an energy taker. Hey, Devin Barksdale, it is an energy giver. He's not an energy taker. Bryce Dawson is an energy giver. He's not an energy taker. I'm naming guys who deserve opportunities on the next level, right? And it's a lot of y'all out there. But my point is, you got to be that.
And it's not too late to get there. You know, it's not too late to change.
It's not. Go read the freaking article, bro. This article is loaded full of gems. It is loaded full of information that will help you. Straight from the mouths of college coaches who are the ones that you wish to recruit you.
Yeah.
Like, these are the things you have to do. Part 2. You got to hit them up and you got to be an energy giver. Coach, I'm an energy giver. Here's my tapes. Call Coach D. Will at iBall Radio. He can tell you I'm an energy giver.
I feel like lighting the candle.
All right. Y'all don't know how to play this game, dog. Like, I'm going to tell you, Breezy, a lot of people don't know how to play the game.
Hey, it's a lot.
We say you can't finesse your way through this, dog.
It ain't just going up and down the court with the ball.
Ain't just that, dog. It's so far from just that.
It ain't showing up and putting on the suit.
No, it's not wearing the travel suit and the slides in the backpack. It's not an AAU game. It's not a highlight tape. It's not a mixtape. It's not even a mention from us.
That's crazy, man. Y'all be giving all that. We be giving out all this game.
And it falls, and a lot of times, unfortunately, Breezy, it falls on deaf ears, blind eyes.
Hey, but we know firsthand. We seen it work, so we know.
Hey, but we doing our job. We doing our due diligence. We come in here and we record. And y'all watch. Some of y'all do. Some of y'all don't.
We're going to change the narrative on them.
We're going to change it. We drop articles every day. Some of y'all read. Some of y'all don't. But when you sit there at the end of the day and you be like, why ain't I getting recruited? And you be like, man, why am I not getting recruited? And then we put out some information that you didn't go read or you didn't watch that could have helped you.
Man, them guys tried to tell me. I wasn't listening.
But a lot of y'all selfish with the information. Share it alive, man. I'm pretty sure y'all find it useful. We find it useful because we taking the time to do the work to get it out there. But y'all don't even want to go subscribe to the website. Y'all don't even want to tune in to watch the live.
Hey, the word of a wise man said it's going to be slow.
Word of a wise man said it's going to be slow.
It's going to be slow.
Because you're telling the truth.
Because you're telling the truth.
But, man, right now, man, we're watching this Woodline Fairfield game. Fairfield is up 10 right now with 7 minutes, a little bit over 7 minutes to go in the game, and that is a foul on the fast break. Who's that? MJ Jones. Another guy in that class 2026, man. I love that class 2020. Y'all see how deep that class 2026 was before those top dogs left? Look at the guys we talk about now. MJ Jones was always ranked high in that class. We always had him up around 3. I think we had, of course, Caleb Hope was number 1. Clyde was number 2. We had MJ Jones number 3, right? We had Coben Landrew 4. And then I think we had Jalen Alexander. No, we had Ladarius Gavan. Ladarius Gavan was 3, actually. MJ was 4. But it was old. Y'all can go look at it. It's still up on Instagram. Y'all can go see what our class 2026 rankings were back in the day. And then, like I say, man, you still got guys like you know who else is an underrated point guard in the class 2025? I'm gonna drop a part 2 on those point guards 2025 underrated. Harry Malone.
Okay.
Harry Malone in Austin High School. People sleep on Harry. Like, listen, the last couple of years when I scouted Harry, he's been real turnover prone, right? Like, but his athleticism, his length, he reminds you of Kawhi with his body type. He got really long arms and some big ass hands, right? And like he's starting to show that athleticism this year, catching alley-oops. I told you he had one of the nasty alley-oops of the year that me and you saw in person over at Minor during the Veterans Day Classic when Caden Ricks threw him the alley-oop and he went and got it at the end of the half and boomed it. And there's been several highlights of him coming out where he's been catching alley-oops and dunking on fast breaks and dunking in traffic. So he's showing another element to his game with that athleticism. He can shoot it a lot better than people give him credit for. He's a lefty, so he's real awkward. He has a really good body, strong, right? Like I say, long. I really like Harry Malone. I think that's another kid who deserves some more attention when it comes talking about point guards in class 2025. And that's another kid who I think is going to play college basketball next year, who deserves the opportunity to play college basketball somewhere next year, right? And you see how deep, I told you how deep that class of 2025 is, and it just continues to go. And it's a lot of point guards in that class also, but it's a lot of PGs in that 26 class. It's a whole lot of them. And we got a chance last week to watch. I'm not real familiar with Woodline's roster. If somebody out there in the chat familiar with Woodline roster, and they need to tell us somebody we need to be watching, put us on game real quick. Let us know who we need to be watching for Woodline right now as we watch this game. It's 46. They just shot a technical foul. Probably Maurice Coach Ford probably got a tech. You know how he be wilding on the sideline. Maurice wilding. Like he don't care nothing about it either. Like it'll be a close game. He don't care. He'll still get a tick.
I'll take the tick.
I'll take the tick, right? Just to let you know I'm saying what I'm saying.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, man, like I say, Breeds, a lot of stuff we do is sometimes, I'm gonna say it one more time, blind eyes, deaf ears.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Wise man said it though.
He said it.
He said it. It's gonna be slow when you're telling the truth. It's gonna be slow when you're telling the truth, but we're gonna continue to do that. And listen, man, we're gonna continue to put the content out there for you.
Yeah, we got to, because a lot of it has to do with the mind. Like it's mental.
Yep.
Like,
and a lot of y'all gotta realize that, man. Y'all think y'all gonna sit there and that the talent that you have is gonna be what you gonna use to get over the hump. And that's not it.
Oh.
It's a lot of talented guys out there, y'all. A lot of talented guys out there. And what are you gonna do to separate yourself? Like I had a conversation last week about Troy offered a kid. Oh man, I think he's maybe from Texas, maybe. Let me go pull it up. I can go pull up. One of our correspondents sent me this information last week. Let me see if I can go real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
While we sit here and watch the Woodline Fairfield game, 59-48, 5:05 to go in the fourth quarter. As we didn't had a good conversation tonight, I'm about to pull something up real quick to tell y'all how this game really works. And okay, yeah. So yeah, Texas, I was correct. So Troy, right here in Alabama, just offered a kid in the class of 2025, Javen Colbert. Just picked up an offer from Troy, point guard in Texas. Bro, do you hear all these point guards that are here in the state of Alabama that are unsigned in class 2025? I just named about in the 25, not even the 26 kids I just talking about. I just named a bunch of 25 guys. The camera went out. 25 guys, right, that deserve opportunities. And even Peanut Wiggins still unsigned. I just told you DeMarcus Williams still unsigned, and there he goes right to the basket, missed the layup, but he got to it. Y'all Fairfield boys, when I say something about y'all, man, y'all better start coming through, man. I gotta start coming through. I'm just saying. But I told you it's a lot of 2025 guys out there right now that deserve opportunities, but here it is, a Division I in Troy going all the way to Texas to offer a kid. You know what I mean? Like,
wow,
you got that here.
right here.
Why do you have to go to Texas to get that? But that's what I'm trying to tell you guys out there. It's a lot of guys hooping. It's a lot of good players.
A lot of names on the list.
What are you going to do to separate yourself? What are you doing game in, game out, day in, day out to separate yourself? What are you doing? Because just that one scholarship that you want is, like I mentioned in the beginning of this episode, all around the world they hooping for the same spot that you want. All around the world. What are you going to do to separate? And we're giving you the blueprint of inside the mind of Division I, Division II, NAIA, D3, D2. We pulling all of those. We're going to give you quotes and understanding from all of those coaches, bro. Like, we're giving you that information, and it's right there for you.
Yeah, man.
Do you want it, and will you accept it?
Yeah, it's like a cheat code almost to doing the right thing the right way the first time.
We have we not said that before?
And we done said, oh boy,
listen, do everything in the dark the same as you would do it in the light. Because whatever you do in the dark will eventually come to light.
Because it's about you got to do all the steps, but it's also about doing them the right way.
Yeah, man.
Without wasting time trying to figure it out the wrong thing.
Bro, be the same person all the time, even when nobody's watching.
Take you a long way.
It will. It'll help you get recruited.
That's what you want.
It'll help you get. Now your game gonna get you seen. Can I read you a I'm gonna read you a quote from the article, since I might as well just tell y'all, because I know y'all sleep. I know y'all slipping. I'm gonna read y'all a quote from it real quick. And it's right along these lines of what we're saying right now, Breezy. That's why I want to pull it up, because I believe it's very, very relevant in the conversation that we're having. And it says, and this is quoted in from a Division I basketball coach, quoted in the article. It says, stats can open a door, but the intangibles keep it open. Right? That same Division I coach went on to say, stats are the introduction, but your intangibles tell the full story.
Man, stop, man. Come on, man. Wow.
Your game gonna get you seen. But how you do everything else gets you recruited.
Is you staying?
That's it. You gotta be good enough. But being good enough is not enough.
You ain't gonna make the cut.
No. And a lot of y'all know this unconsciously, subconsciously, any of you consciously. Any of them, Breezy. However many consciouslies you got.
Right.
All of those tell you that, but you don't practice it. So maybe, just maybe, hearing it from college coaches that you wish to recruit you can help flip that switch for you. It can help flip that switch for you. Hey. And listen, don't y'all be in the chat listening and not telling anybody.
Right.
Not telling anybody. Breezy, man, let's see what else is on it. I don't know. We watched enough of this game. It's a 12-point game with 3 minutes to go. I don't think Woodline's gonna do anything special to come back in this game. Let me see what else is on. I had the schedule pulled up. Let me see what else is on. You probably can get back to it just as quick as I can. What else is on for the night? Who else we need to watch, chat? Who y'all got for us to watch? Took me all the way back. Who we got? Who we got? Oh, I got my own filters. What you got up over there, Breeze? What you see you like?
Man, I see a lot of teams. I don't know what I'm
Look like Clay Chalk with Utah on. Bibb County, Helena. So yo, no, I know him, Breeze. I know him. I'm scrolling through to see which one I really want to tap into. Oh, go to the Jasper Northridge game. Yeah, put it on that Jasper Northridge game. Let's watch a little bit of that Jasper Northridge. Oh, Grissom Buckhorn on too. We heard some news out of Buckhorn today, but we're gonna hold that down. Damn, I did just say that, didn't it?
No, not on your end.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just shaking my head like, man. The stuff that go on.
Yeah, so what we got right here, man? Oh, this a 20-point game. Who getting blown out like that?
Away team.
Who is this again? It's Jasper Northridge.
All right, we got to thank our sponsors here. Ingram Glass Design,
Yeah, that's who's playing.
Your expert in
Jasper and Northridge.
shower doors.
20-point game at halftime. Northridge is up on Jasper. Wow.
We'd also like to thank Bradbury Service Company. For
I don't know. I just know we're gonna be in Jasper this weekend at the tournament. But I thought they had a couple kids that we were supposed to be high on. And Drake came on here and said he was high on Jasper. Remember? A couple weeks ago, Drake was like, I like Jasper. They got the big kid over there. I was just talking about him to somebody today. Miller Moody. Yeah, the big kid Miller Moody, and they supposed to have the little young kid in the class of I think he's 2020. I think he's a 2028 kid.
Students have been loud.
Maybe a 2020. Yeah, he's 2028. I think his name Keegan Keaton. Let me pull this roster. I think those two guys are supposed to be that Drake was high on, and he was high on Jasper. I don't know if they got something else on tonight, but they down a dub to Northridge at halftime.
Going to 8-0 run, get it up to 28, and they don't think they're coming back.
I agree.
All
if
right,
they come
now.
out hot like they did in the first quarter.
All right, Drake.
Knock
Well,
down
maybe
some
send you the
open
link
shots.
and make come on here and explain
I
yourself.
think they can put
You
this
done ducked
game away
out. You ain't even
very,
want to
very
come on. I guess because you.
The song sound familiar?
I don't know.
We
What you say?
It's hard to
we picked
say.
the playlist.
We did
Like-
pick this playlist.
Boy,
They're playing Boy by Big X the Plug
Big X the Plug.
and
Hey, boy.
No, it's Big
no,
X.
not Moneybag Guy. Big Evan, excuse me.
Yeah, they got
Jasper
the
in there,
freshman
half,
Keegan
second
Keaton.
and a
Yep,
half.
that's the
Watch
2028
the
kid.
longer.
And the big kid, 6'9",
As
Miller
it
Moody.
should.
Yeah,
They got
like, what's
people
going
say
on
down.
now, Jasper?
Yeah, for sure.
Let me listen. I'm gonna do something.
You just
we
like
usually
I
don't.
said, you're going. It's a 2-half game, so if you're
We'll
going
do something we
through,
usually don't.
game's not over. It's far from over.
Call
Far from
Yeah.
over, but is not very
Thank you
far
for explaining.
From
being
being
full.
over.
Yeah.
Put them on
You
Skype.
can come.
Probably ain't gonna
How
fix
you
it.
handle
might be
the
doing
second
it.
half?
So,
Yeah.
How you handle these first 4 minutes to potentially
Hey,
finish
Hey, Drake
or
had a
keep a
show.
team like this around? Like freshman and
Drake got
JV
a
team, they
show.
kind of let those teams hang around, got it back to tied up.
hey, man.
You don't want that to
Let
happen.
me. I'm gonna call him.
Like you said, I think the first 3 or 4 minutes of the second half is going to be very key for both teams if they want to come out with a win.
I was coached by Barry Sanderson, like I said last year. I played at North. There is currently a walk-on at the University of Alabama, and I learned so much from Coach Sanderson. He is a great coach, so I know he's going to have the guys ready in the locker room. I know his locker room halftime speeches, and I know that he's not going to have them come out and think
he ain't asked.
that this is when you got to finish teams. Put your foot on their throat and just finish them, basically. So, yeah. I mean, like we said, keys to victory so far.
He ain't want to answer.
Not turning the ball over.
You gotta make an appointment.
You gotta make an appointment.
Students have been into it.
Hey, listen.
Had a little bit of turnover.
You don't want to call in
recently, and we
talk about this Jasper thing.
Not really at all. So I would say we're 3 of 3 on the.
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Because you know why you laughing. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Jasper barely got any shots off over halftime.
Terry Drake.
Yeah, you can see they're kind of deflated.
Yeah, you can tell they look a little.
Terry Drake, you were on
stressed.
live on the iBall Radio Live call-in show.
They were gonna come
we had to call you. We couldn't let you duck
really
us. We had to call in for. We had to get an answer from you.
Down by 20,
We sitting here. We sitting here watching Northridge and Jasper.
And nice first half from Garrett Ingram. Nice
Jasper's up 20 points. I mean, down 20 points.
Anderson Wilkin, and nice first half from Jordan Suter. Also,
Can you
Ryan
explain
Halpern
it? Because
with a
last
big-time
week
first
you
half.
came on the show and you said you was high on Jasper and Keith and Miller Moon.
Just big time first.
Oh,
Ryan Halpern was really the X factor in that first half. Garrett Ingram.
I was about to say, and
Don't
Halpern and Miles Pfeiffer really.
Hold on. Drake, you got to call back. It sounded like you chopped and screwed.
Miles made a
And
really good
you
play
got
down there, man.
what's your name from Texas? DJ Screwed Up.
DJ Screw.
Yeah, DJ
Yeah,
Screw.
for
You
sure.
sound chopped and screwed.
Jalen Green,
So
Jordan
we're gonna
Suter,
call you right
Anderson
back, man,
Wilkin
and we'll
both
get your
had
answer.
had three steals,
All right.
3 or 4 on just guarding over the top, not letting
Drake
that
sound like
pass
he
go
was
over the.
Did you
big
had?
man's
I
head,
thought
so
you had
gotta
the
give
filter on
credit
it
there
for a
to,
while.
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
whole entire
I ain't
defense is
nothing
on the
Drake.
same page.
I'm gonna call him back.
And
I'm gonna call him back,
that's
see if we can
something
get an explanation out of
Yeah.
him. It still sounds slow to me, don't it? You hear it? It sounds slow to me. I don't know. I don't know why it's like that, Reese. I don't know.
Jump ball
You
right
just
there.
sound chopped and screwed, man. We don't know what's going on.
Hello.
Jordan Suter.
Dog, it sounds like Breezy got a filter on your microphone.
Has the ball, taking it slow up court.
I don't know. Everybody logged on.
Huh?
Send me the link.
You already got it. It's the same link. Same link.
Nice reversal.
Hit the
by
link and see if you
Ryan
can
Halpern.
use it.
Oh, Ryan wasn't looking.
Anderson Wilkins.
All right, y'all. We're gonna see if we can get Drake on
He had a
live.
pump fake. Ryan thought the shot went up.
Ryan was open, but
We're gonna send him a
Ryan
link,
Halpern,
man.
you gotta Ryan
watch
Halpern
a little
knows
bit
his
of it.
shooter, knows Anderson is a great shooter, and wants him to take
But
the
Northridge
shot.
up 18 points on
And so
Jasper.
that turnover's on Anderson. and not
Let's see.
I think Anderson Wilkins needs to keep this
There it is.
confidence up.
Gotta
He needs
shoot
to get a
that.
shot
That's
up.
a
Gotta
Ooh.
shoot that. And there it is.
That's
3 balls
Northridge,
from
man.
Anderson Wilkin.
Good shooters
Knock
need
down
to
Trey
shoot, and
balls.
Anderson
Which
Wilkins
one?
needs to
Oh,
keep
that's the big.
shooting.
The play's made by
Yeah,
Jordan Suter
that's him.
and, or not
Oh,
Jordan
that's
Suter,
Moody.
excuse me, Jalen Green for
Okay.
setting the good screen though, to get Anderson Wilkin open.
Good defense by the Jags yet again.
He
Also,
answers.
actually, no, we're not going to get off. We're not going to get off topic. Never mind.
See. Let me pull up Northridge. Northridge is a decent
35.
basketball team. We had them ranked.
Nice job
the,
by Wilkin to cut him off. Great help from Halpern.
We had them ranked in our
Good
Halpern
closeout.
throwing
preseason
his
ranking.
body on 35.
I know we had them
You
ranked
got to
in
white it. You got to have Halpern
class
over the top.
ranking.
Jordan playing great
Thank you.
on-ball defense. Jalen with a good closeout.
Nice help from Anderson.
Let's pull them
number
up real
10.
quick.
Nice Suter.
Uh,
Nice
for
job
sure.
from Suter sitting in the gap. Kyle Nunnally, really good on-ball defense. Really nice. That's a really good shot. Tough shot. And that's
Hey,
the
and
shot
what
you
you
want them
want-
making.
And what you want to do is
Here we
Northridge,
go, here we
you want
go.
to kill clock. That possession was a very, very long possession.
Correct.
Don't see it. They got a whole bunch of. But they need to clean this up. They need to clean up their roster.
Got a bunch of old stuff on though.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, real quick, man. We're gonna get up out of here, man. A lot of these games look like blowouts. We'll reconvene on Thursday night, man. As we get geared up and ready for the Jasper Christmas tournament, as we sit here and watch them get spanked on right now by Northridge.
It's got to be for a reason, though. Somebody must not have played or something.
Hey, you fielded a team. That boy took it right in the middle of Moody's chest, but that's a good contest by him. Playing without fouling. Give him the ball. Give him the ball. See, man. Like, he literally, we watching it on tape and we don't hear anything. But you saw him post up and you actually saw him gyrate his arms like, ball, right? Like, get him. He's streaking. He's rim running wide open. Throw him the ball early.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
Man, come on, man. Like, it's so important. Like, feeding the post is a lost art of basketball because we shoot so many three-pointers, right? We shoot so many threes and we play Lance sent us a clip from Kobe Bryant doing an interview.
I'm glad you say that.
And it was called accidental basketball. He said a lot of teams today are playing accidental basketball. It's nothing that they're actually doing in their set to get what they want to get. They're just playing pick and roll, penetrating kick basketball.
If you're open, you're open.
If you're open, you're open. So you're really playing accidental basketball because the guy ends up with the basketball who doesn't need it, and he's the one shooting. Defenses can easily scheme against that, right? And there go Drake popping in. But so they're out here playing a lot of accidental basketball, and accidental basketball is really, it's taking us backwards. Drake, we got our guy Terry Drake logged in with us. What up, my guy? What's happening with it?
Man, what's going on, man? Just prepping for this Hoop Fest tomorrow.
Prepping for the Hoop Fest. Where the Hoop Fest at?
In the Bahamas.
Oh, you headed to the Bahamas?
I ain't headed there. They got me having to watch it from where I am and have to cover it from here.
Hey, man. Hey, listen, thank God we have the opportunity to do that because we're able to sit here and cover these games and go back and watch them, and we can give our thoughts on them without having to actually be in the gym, which is a good thing. And the NFHS is so good because, man, we can go back and watch them. We can pause, rewind, go back, rewatch plays, watch sets, and really break down film, and that's something that we really do, and we're going to get into that on the website here real soon. But, yeah, Drake, man, kind of talk about it. We sit here watching Jasper be down 20 points to Northridge in the third quarter, man.
I heard I'm sitting here, while I was sitting here kind of prepping for tomorrow, I was getting some texts, and I think they said that they were down 38-15 at half. The thing about it is, first of all, it's kind of similar to what we said about Clay. Unfortunately, Jasper don't have the surrounding pieces that Clay does. Jasper doesn't have a point guard. And when you look at Miller, if he's not the big boy in the Miller Moody, if he's not, and from what I'm seeing, they're fronting him and not letting him get the ball. Well, he's getting it there. But they're sending an immediate double. And the thing about this is this. Let me just say this: Jasper's been playing games where they've been winning by 40 and 50 points. So their schedule has not prepared them for these games. Now they're going to be hosting a classic this weekend. And let me pull up who they're playing. You got Hoover there. You have Pennsylvania's going to be there, but Jasper's playing. Let's see.
Somebody from out of town.
Jasper's playing Camden.
There too.
They're playing Camden County and Lucerne Collegiate. Both of those. One's out of Georgia, one's out of Tennessee. But Jasper hasn't been playing any real solid teams. They played Hale County. They beat Hale County, which you and I saw Hale County. And Breezy was there. We saw Hale County the other night. And we talked about Gage and his board. But the thing about this team right here, Jasper, the kid Keaton, the freshman kid, he's still struggling with being able to put the ball on the floor and create his own shot. He still needs someone to be able to create a shot for him from range. But if he's not getting those kind of looks, he's going to try to put it on the floor and go in for a little floater or something like that. But if those are not falling for him, what you see right here is Jasper has been unable to make those adjustments and to be able to get their guys, even with the guy Caden Steiner, who is a real good, tray ball shooter and can last year had a sensational year, but he's been struggling this year. But that's a good drive and kick right there. Guy pulls a mid range right there. They haven't been playing in sync. And once again, like I said, when you duck smoke, when you've had more than like 5 games in the early season where you've won these games by 30, 40 points, who are you playing? Who are you being battle tested by? And so when you get in games like this against competition like this, especially on the road, you see those kind of situations unfold. And now you know what I'm saying, you're having to fight your way out of these type of situations, and now you're down 20 with 2:51 left, and Northridge has to lose this game. Jasper is not going to beat them. It's those type of situations where they don't have the adjustments because they really, you don't have a point guard to really alleviate these type of games like here where you can get a point guard like a Diggy Coleman and say, okay, hey, I got this. I don't care if they are doubling team or Austin Wu or someone like that. You're going to struggle. And we see that with Clay. We see that with Jasper. And we see that with, you look at a Jay Green at Ramsey. He can get them in their sets regardless. You can't press teams like this. So Jasper is a team where you can press them, and the more teams play Jasper, they face guard the kid when they make him put it on the floor, and then don't let Miller Moody get any rhythm on the paint. They're going to be an easy out.
Interesting, very interesting, because, like I say, we're going to get a chance to see them. We headed up to Jasper, so we'll get a chance to see them this weekend. And like I say, I heard you be high on them. I'd only seen them on tape.
Now, I was high on the Keegan kid.
Okay, you weren't high on Jasper.
No, because I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like these kids, they got a couple of kids that transferred in, but they don't have a point guard. It's hard to be high on a team that doesn't have a point guard, and it just goes back to what you and I kind of shared and talked about before. How good is Clay Chalkville? You know what I'm saying? Because they're
when it all said and done.
What we've seen early in the season, I don't think they're playing like the number 1 team in 6A.
Right. Me either. I don't see that right now. But for Northridge, though, man, the kid Anderson Wilkin, he's been there for a minute.
Yeah.
He's been there for a minute. He's been playing like varsity since he was in 8th grade or something. Athletic kid, but he's a senior this year. And leading this Northridge team. As for what you know of Northridge, we had them ranked in the top 10 in the class, but in your opinion, what do you think of Northridge?
Northridge is a real talented team. You see the kid number 11 over there on the wing. That's him right at the top. He's very athletic. He's these guys play extremely hard. Now we saw them at Caleb White's. I think they were at Caleb White's thing.
Okay.
So I've seen them several times early. They are a team that, they've been up and down, but they are a feisty team and a pesky team and a team that you don't want to play going down the stretch, because they have the components, and especially with Anderson leading that team, that squad, and they just have pieces. They have pieces, not pieces where you're gonna say, oh man, this is a game changer, but they have pieces that can, on any given night, they can control the boards, they can compete, they can defend, and then if those guys get hot from behind the line, it's gonna be a tough out. Now I saw them at Hoover during the summer, and they shot the ball extremely well. They do have a nice guard play and can have some opportunities down the stretch to be a tough out. I'm not sure who in their area, and that's going to be key to their potential going down the stretch.
Interesting, man. So yeah, man, Northridge is a team that you need to put on your radar.
Yes, you do.
Look out for. Like I said, they're up 20 right now on Jasper. Really showing some dominance. So they're a team that can make some noise coming out of Tuscaloosa, out of West Alabama. And we need more West Alabama people to tap in, tune in with us, man. Send us that information. Like I say, if you haven't already, go fill out your player card on iBallRadio.com so we can get you entered into the player database. Like I say, I want to see that Miller Moody kid, play big. And
you saw that play right there where they just actually He probably got fouled. But once
Oh, he
again,
did.
playing
He
at,
got fouled.
they're playing at Northridge, and you're gonna have to understand that there are gonna be some things that's gonna happen. And there it goes again. Like I say, I think that's Anderson
Is
right
that
there.
Anderson?
If
Yep,
those
Anderson
guys
on-
get hot from behind the line, they have the opportunity. They're 7A, right?
Yeah.
If those guys get hot behind the line, they have the opportunity to beat everybody but Huntsville and Hoover.
Think they can beat Central Phoenix City?
I'm sorry, Central Phoenix City. They can beat everybody but them three.
Yeah. Hey, well, that's tough, right? Yeah, well,
I mean, I was just thinking about we had this conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, we love Central. We saw them, over the weekend. I asked you, what I'm saying, what would it take for Central to beat Huntsville or Hoover? And that it's going to be one or two of those that make it. And
you know what my answer was. You could tell them what my answer was.
Your answer was they can't.
Exactly. Yeah, just keep it real.
I'm expecting you to say something profound. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? If they do this, they do this.
Right.
You said they can't. You said,
Hey, Drake was so disappointed in taking us. Like, damn, man.
Take all the hope away.
I'm thinking you about to say something profound. I'm like, all right, we can have a conversation. They can't.
They can't. That was my only answer. Nah, they can't, bro. Like,
They
it's
can't.
just real. Keeping it 100.
But let me ask you this: Oxford 6A, right?
Correct.
I shared this with you the other day, man, and we had this conversation because they have that guy. I like Oxford. I really do like Oxford. You know what I'm saying? And they have pieces. The kid, I can't remember his name. There may be Jacob Parks. He might be about whatever his name is, but he plays. He's undersized, but he plays huge on the inside. He's real physical, real tough. Then they got the Laston. I think that's the Laston kid.
Yeah, that's him.
Chris Laston.
Latson,
versatile on both ends of the court. You know what I'm saying? Can provide scoring. But
energy.
Let me tell you, you asked me to watch this kid. That boy Perry.
Told you.
That boy Perry. He's 27, right?
He's 2027.
2027. The way he shoots the ball, now he has to continue to develop and being able to create his own shot, put the ball on the floor and things like that. But if you leave that kid open, it's going back, get it out the nets. That kid can flat out shoot the rock. And
he's athletic.
And he's athletic. And this is what I'm saying, D. You got a kid that, and Jalen Alexander, who you asked me, you seemed like you were surprised when I said it, that it was going to be a tough out. You got the kid, Jalen Alexander, who can play on and off the ball.
True.
When it gets tight, he can go get the ball and go get a bucket. They defend the Laston kid, the other, I think it's 12 or 20, whatever the kid is on the paint. They're physical on the inside. They can play in the open court. They got a bench. They got a kid coming off the bench. They can shoot the lights out the ball. I don't know how far deep they go, but they have pieces. And once again, they got the guy. And you're gonna have to be able to stop him. And when you stop him, he has such a loaded bag of tricks that he's either gonna create his own or he's gonna create his teammate, and he trusts his teammates. And that's gonna be a tough.
We just said that.
Huh?
Yep. We just said that early in the episode that one of the things that impressed me the most in watching Jalen Alexander up close this weekend was his ability to be a good teammate.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
His ability to trust his teammates, to get off that basketball, like I said, he's a much better passer than I was giving him credit for.
Yeah.
Because, I don't think he's a selfish player, but I didn't think he, played well with others in the sandbox all the time. Right.
Yeah.
And he showed this year that he can, because we'll talk about the article that we dropped on the website today, Inside the Mind of a Recruiter, What Matters Beyond Stats. And all those coaches talked about intangibles. And Jalen Alexander showed me those winning intangibles, those high major intangibles this past weekend.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Let's think about 6A. Let's think about 6A for a moment. You got Buckhorn. I understand they're back. You got Pinson. You got Clay. You got this team Jasper. You got Coleman. Who else? Who else am I missing?
Hey, Breeze, while we talk, I think Buckhorn's on right now. See if you can find that Buckhorn game, since this one's still out of hand. It's like
who else am I missing?
In 6A?
Yeah.
You about mentioned them, bro.
All right. So what I'm saying is, you tell me. You know what I'm saying? You tell me who has a guy like that. Because every time we used to talk in the past about 6A, regardless of who they played, we talked about Buckhorn for one reason. They had that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And now we understand the level that he's on. But you mentioned the other day, Jalen Alexander is ready for the next level.
Right.
He is that. I remember when we were at the Final Four last year, was a coach that came in, they watched that Huntsville game. And he said that if Simon Walker was the guy, he wouldn't allow them to lose that game.
Mm-hmm.
That came from a college coach at the next level. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm saying is this: when I told you this the other day, and I said I like Oxford, I'm just seeing a lot from them. And then you asked me really, and I said they got the guy. When
they do got him.
When you have that guy like that, it's gonna be hard to. And he, in the way that he's building up his teammates, it's going to be hard to be able to stop that team like that. Because once again, Clay's not playing very good ball right now. We saw
True.
Pinson, and Pinson is
they just beat Pinson by 20.
Who did? Oxford did?
Yeah, that's what we watched them play Friday night.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We sure did. That's who they
No,
played.
I'm sorry. That was Central. I took that back.
Gotcha.
That was Central.
But haven't they played earlier though? Did they play at the Caleb White thing?
I wasn't there. I didn't make it to.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna do some research on that and see. But once again, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we out of everybody I've named, it's gonna be hard. It is going to be hard for that team. Oh, they beat Pinson 51-46.
Okay, beat him by 5.
Beat him by 5 at the at during the Caleb.
So it was at Pinson.
It was at Pinson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just go on record, man. That's my sleeper team right now for that state championship title.
I like that. And you know who my sleeper team is in 6A right now? It's Huffman. I really like.
Now let me ask you something. Are they in the same area?
Huffman and Oxford.
Were they at one point?
I can tell you. Oh, I changed phones, bro. I had to go back through some messages to find it.
Jay ain't on here. He ain't somewhere lurking around.
Darren, we go. Bro, I basically use Max Preps. I use Max Prep.
Gotcha.
Right. Is where he somebody in the chat asked where we get our nightly schedules from. We find out we basically use Max Prep.
Yeah, we try to get we ask those teams to send their schedules in, but
now of course he can't get that. So that's why I was telling him. But yeah, we got a database of schedules. Like at the beginning of the season, we tell all the coaches to send in their schedules. So we got a database of schedules that we go through. But up and up, like if I'm just searching real quick, I go to Max Prep.
Yeah, so I wonder if they are in the same area still. Because I know at one point it was Huffman.
That's what I was looking up. I'm sorry.
Huffman and Mountain Brook at one time. Then they switched it over, and I was thinking it was maybe the Huffman or maybe Gaston City, Oxford, or somebody like that. Not sure, but
I know one of our correspondents up in the chat, man. Hopefully they hit us up with that info shortly. But I'm gonna try to look it up because I know I got it. I just I got all these new phones.
Yeah, so and to go back to the one that you played, what you just said. Those two teams are the best two teams, the top two teams in 6A from what I see so far.
Yeah, I would drop Clay a little bit. I would drop Pinson. Like I said, I would have to off the top of my head right now. I'm pushing up Huffman and I'm pushing up Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Oxford was already right around that 10-11 mark. Anyway, we could probably pull that up. Also, Breezy could probably put it up and pull up our old rankings from early in the season and see where we had Oxford ranked. But we had them pretty high. We ain't had them too low. They weren't out the mix. So we were high on them, but watching them this past weekend, like you say, I like them a whole lot better.
Yeah.
I gotta go back. Yeah, I gotta go back a little ways to see what these what you call it are. I'm trying to find these areas matchups. But go ahead. What you got, Drake?
No, I was about to say something, but I'm checking to see if what I'm looking at is accurate from. I'm trying to see if it's. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. All right, all right, so there's a poll that's out there, and this was their poll on December 9th. They had Clay Chalkville number 1, Buckhorn number 2, Mountain Brook number 3, Oxford number 4, Coleman number 5, Pinson number 6, Huffman number 7, Parker number 8, May Jemison number 9, and Northridge number 10. I thought Northridge was in 7A.
We had our preseason polls. We had Clay 1, Buckhorn 2, Pinson 3, Coleman 4, Homewood 5, Parker 6, Oxford 7. We had Gadsden City 8, Mountain Brook 9, Fort Payne 10.
Okay.
So a little different from that other publication. But this was our preseason poll.
But that was our preseason poll. This is theirs just from the other day.
Okay, yeah. So we can update ours. We've seen enough basketball. Probably do it next Monday.
Yeah.
Let's do that next Monday.
After this event this weekend.
Yeah. So I found my 6A. So no, Jasper's they're in the area with Coleman, Jasper, and Mortimer Jordan. Area 13.
Coleman, Jasper, Mortimer, Jordan.
Yeah.
I think,
Oxford's in there with Oxford, Pale City, and Shades Valley in area 11.
Yeah, Lance, they're not together.
Yeah, they're not together.
So I wonder who they're crossing with. But Shades Valley, I don't think that they can. Shades Valley is a little sneaky little team.
Yeah, Coach Howard got those guys working hard, even though he lost a lot from last year's team. A lot of those guys, I think he had 4 guys transfer out from last year's team. But Coach Howard does a good job with those guys, bro. And we watched them the other night. We watched them on Saturday night. And like you say, they're a scrappy, hard-nosed team. Like you say, they're a bunch of dogs. And you go up against a team like that and you don't bring your A game, they'll beat you.
Yeah. And let me just say this, man. Looking at 6A, once again, we said this before when that guy left. It's wide open.
Yep.
It's wide open. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So any team is going to be able to emerge out of this. They say Parker has a guy over there.
They do.
Nate is his
Parker
name.
got
Nate?
a couple of Nate good.
Yeah.
So Parker's a really good basketball team. They got
don't let that score in the Ramsey game fool anybody. Parker, 3 of their 4 top players were not even on the bench.
Okay, so area 6 is Brookwood, Central High, Tuscaloosa, Northridge, and Paul Bryant. Paul Bryant got a 6'8" kid over there that came across. I think is he a 26 or 27? I think he's 26. Might be a 20.
He's one or the other, but a lot of people are talking about him. Yeah,
man. He's been showing very well here over the last couple of weeks that I've been catching up with Paul Bryant. I caught a game on NFHS the other day. So he was impressive. And a lot of this 6A, like you say, 6A is wide open, bro. I don't have a favorite in 6A. I don't have. I know this is going to shock a lot of people. I don't have a prediction for 6A.
Yeah, I can't give a definite prediction. I just like the simple fact that the number 1 player in Class 6A has his team playing extremely well right now.
He does.
And, going down, Clay, we looked at them. They got a lot of deficiencies. Buckhorn haven't had opportunity to put too many eyes on them. I think they'll be in Jasper this weekend. So,
listen, I'm just saying, rumors and things are out there, right?
Yeah.
And swirling, and things happened over the weekend. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I heard rumors like phone been kind of ringing today. People feeding me information about what's going on. I'm not comfortable with talking about it because I don't have complete information on the situation. However, I don't think anything is gonna come of it, in my opinion. But it's possible. Where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the barn's gonna burn though. But where there's smoke, there's fire.
Okay. Enough said on that, so we'll wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. But Buckhorns are interesting. I still got them as they won a game in but they went up in Tennessee this past weekend. They let a kid drop 44 on them.
From what school?
Team in Tennessee. Little white kid. He got a couple D1 offers already. I know Marshall's on him real heavy.
Wonder what his name is. I'm up there quite often.
I can pull it. I can pull it up for you real quick while we on.
Mountain Brook, they're you know what I'm saying, they're gonna always be tough. I'm just going down this list of 6A. They're gonna be tough. I just don't think they have I'm basing this off of they're competing against Oxford. I just don't think they have enough to get past Oxford.
You don't got the oomph. You don't think they got the oomph?
They got the oomph to get past that guy. All right. Coleman, I watched them early on. I haven't seen them recently, but a lot of these teams we're gonna see this weekend.
Right. And if we don't see them this weekend, we're gonna see them next week in Huntsville for the Huntsville City Classic.
So I will say this: we will have a better outlook on all of this come the beginning of the first of the year, or a couple of days after the Huntsville Times.
Right. Hey, he said his name is Jacob Spurlock.
Spurlock?
Yeah.
Jacob Spurlock. What school is he at? Because the name sounds familiar.
He's at Webb.
The Webb School.
Yeah, Knoxville.
Yeah, the Webb School. Yeah.
Yeah, so he dropped 44. He got the Marshall offer. He dropped 44 on Buckhorn. Greedy them just beat Marshall the other night. He got a Youngstown State offer also. So he got some low mid-major schools on him.
Gotcha.
But he hit Buckhorn for 44.
Wow. So that's where we're at. I think we'll have a better view of a lot of this stuff after these next 2 weekends.
Right. Yeah. And like I say, man, we might be more compelled to drop some player rankings. We'll be a lot more compelled to drop our team rankings because my plan was to put out the rankings every week, and I can put out the top 25 every week, which is fluent. But I want to watch a lot of these teams in person, right? And we're really getting a chance right now to see multiple teams in one setting. So I think, like you say, once we come out of the Huntsville City Classic next week and go into the new year, we'll have a lot of information, and I feel a lot better about the information that I'll be willing to give out.
Did you reach out to the guy at Huntsville?
I haven't. I'm gonna hit Coach Howard tomorrow. Don't do that, Drake. Don't do that. Don't do that. We straight. I got you. I'm gonna hit Howard.
I told him you was calling him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll text him. It's 9 o'clock. I ain't gonna text him, but I'm gonna hit him first thing in the morning. I'm back in the office, so I come back to the office.
Hey, I give you a little, I mean, we know it. We know what it is.
Yeah. So but I'm on him. I'm on Howard tomorrow, man. So y'all be on the lookout for what iBall TDB gonna be doing from the Huntsville City Classic in Huntsville. 26, I think it's 26, 27, 28.
Hey, did you talk about X?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. We talked about.
Man, it was good seeing her play.
Hey, bro, you know already. Me and Breeze got pictures, bro.
Yeah, I saw her up there.
Yeah, dog. Miss Buckets, baby. You know what I'm saying? I had to go and get my pitch in, man. Bryce Dawson stole the hoodie I had for, but he got it. But we was
speaking of Bryce, man.
Mm-hmm.
What you think coming out of that?
I'm gonna tell you, like I say, like I wrote in the articles I've written on Bryce this year. I dropped a player spotlight on him on iBallRadio.com, and I also mentioned him in the player breakdowns that we did on the games I've seen this year. And he's just the ultimate corner boy, right? Like, and that's not a knock, right? He's a 3-and-D guy. Like, with his size and ability, you expect more from him. However, that's just not who he is.
That's not who he is.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, trying to get something that's like trying to stick a square peg in a round hole.
But you know, had he not shown that at camp,
we know he has the potential because every
Yeah.
time he's at camp, he shows to be a different guy.
Single time.
Right. So my thing is,
and
it
it's
may
not
be
like we have
central.
soft competition at camp, just in case people wondering.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody be at camp. And if
Yeah.
you're not at camp, we're doing 2 camps next year, y'all. We're going March and we're going September. So you need to sign up for either March or September coming up this year. But with that being said, we got to understand that he is who he is, right? We can't make him into what we want him to be because we know what his potential is. That's not saying a college coach won't get exactly out of Bryce what we see that we know is inside of him. It might just be central, right? It might be that when you got a guy like Jaden's Ford and Jacoby Hill, you're not going to get a lot of touches in the creative space, right? And if you see that Jonah Jones and Bryce Dawson play the ultimate role for that basketball team. Jonah is the do-it-all junkyard dog, will dunk on you, shoot the 3, will rebound, and Bryce is the same way, but Bryce will make more shots. Bryce will knock down those corner 3s. He's gonna defend. So I think, like I said, he's an ultimate 3-and-D guy. He's an ultimate corner boy. So for what he is, I think he's a next level college basketball player. But I think I know I've tried to put him into a box that he just doesn't fit in.
Yeah. 2 more things, and I got to get back up out of here, so I got to get ready for
me too.
Tomorrow. First thing is this. Could it be some implosion going on that Central Phoenix City team?
I don't think so. From what I saw, because I was able to talk to Bryce, Jadens, and Jacoby all at one time, and they good to me, right? Okay. Like from what I saw, it's all G, right? Those guys like each other. They hang out together. They walk together, talk together, right? And you know, when you're a competitor, sometimes you bump heads, and sometimes you bump heads at inopportune times, which means during games, right? During timeouts, you know, after plays. That happens, right? And as long as you can curtail that, and that goes into the article that we dropped today on iBallradio.com, coaches seeing how you deal with your teammates. How do you address your teammates? How do you address adversity? We don't worry about good plays, bad plays, but it's how you react to those. So, you know, sometimes, and then I had another coach say he loves hyper competitiveness, right? So seeing that a coach might look at that and say, oh, I love the way that kid competes. I love the way he cares, right? So, like I say, I don't put much into that, and especially as long as they win in basketball games. That can change, though, if you start losing.
Yeah. Final thing, how good is DeMarcus Williams at Fairfield? The kid is so solid.
I just got done talking about him. We were watching the Fairfield, before you came on, we were watching that Fairfield Woodline game, and Fairfield was pulling away with it, so we switched over. But I was saying the same thing, bro. And I'm gonna keep referencing the article we dropped today because I think it's a really good piece, bro. I think it's the best work I've done. And I would say, like, coaches want the intangibles, right? That's all the coaches. I quoted 3 coaches in this article: Willie Watson, Kennesaw State, Manny Adako from Northeastern, and Blake Stinson from UVA Wise. And all of them talked about the intangibles that they look for in players. DeMarcus Williams is that intangible guy. Everything that those coaches say they want in a player, he exudes. But still, he's one of the kids that goes under recruited. Right.
Now, I was talking to Coach Ford. He said that somebody was looking at him. I'll find out from Coach Ford so we can talk about it a little bit more, because I think we need to really be on him, helping, mention his name some more.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, man, DeMarcus Williams, Bryce Dawson, Devin Barksdale, like Blake, Ben Sims. These are guys that I'm just gonna be honest. When coaches ask for me names on certain levels, I mention those guys. Right?
Where's Ben Sims at? Where has he been?
Indian Springs.
I mean, I know that. I'm just saying he ain't been. He been locked in with us.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
All right.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Ben. He's already. Ben was actually the first person to fill out a player card.
I figured. Okay, I just want to see. He hadn't been. I mean, I guess, but on my end, I can't really see the chat and stuff like that. So
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so-
nah. Ben was the absolute first player card submission on iBallRadio.com.
Yeah.
So, nephew always locked.
So,
always.
and then one more kid that we need to put, and I don't know if you've had an opportunity to see this kid out of East Limestone, the Zachary Kane kid.
Now you mentioned him. I saw him on tape.
Yeah.
And I had somebody, the chat, I think on last Thursday, chat was talking about him.
Okay.
Somebody was like, you need to go check out East Limestone. And they gave Huntsville a run for their money the other night.
They did. Let me ask you, let me say this. You remember the kid that was at Jackson last year in the 4A? That Civic Center?
Uh-huh.
That's who, he's not that potent of a scorer, but that's who he puts you in the mindset of.
Okay, yeah, because Jackson had a really good team. I can't remember that kid's name from last year.
Yeah.
I think Jackson's gonna be
something.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So hey, that's high praise.
Yeah.
Because that kid was filling it up last year.
He did.
He's filling it up. And like I say, I think listen, I like Fairfield, but I think Jackson's still gonna give Fairfield a run for their money when it comes tournament time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they can beat them, but I think they'll make a game out of it. They're battle tested, they're experienced, just like Fairfield is a defending state champ. So is Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I think that's going to be a competitive game when they meet.
Yeah. All right. There you have it.
But yeah, Breezy. But yeah, Drake, man, appreciate you tapping in with us real quick, man.
But y'all coming up to Jasper?
Yeah, we'll be up there Friday.
Friday. Okay.
We'll be up there Friday.
It's gonna be 45 degrees.
45.
So it's gonna be 70 today, 65, 70 tomorrow, rain tomorrow and Wednesday. Friday, gonna drop down about 50. Thursday drop down about 55. Thursday and Saturday, we looking at about 45 degrees, bro.
I just bought 3 new North Face coats. So
I knew you was about to say that. I knew you wore one on the Clay Chalkville.
Yeah, I wore one to Clay, and you know what I'm saying? I got another one on right now tonight. It's my under jacket, my little light one. Then I got the big puffer Parker. So yeah, I'm straight on the weather. And I got me a shiesty mask. So if anybody want to play with me, I might put my shiesty on y'all. You know what I'm saying? And walk in the building with the shiesty mask on.
Yeah, coming in with the Pooh shiesty mask.
I'm coming in with the Pooh shiesty mask, baby.
You gotta remind you when Jasper.
I might need to wear my Pooh shiesty mask then.
I need to give me one.
Yeah, you do. Hey, listen, when I was playing JUCO at Shelton, man, there was a girl. Her name was, dang, man, I cannot remember her name, but she used to drop 40 at Shelton when I was there. But she was from Jasper. And well, they hood up in Jasper. All I'm saying, like, it's one side of Jasper, it's another side of Jasper.
Two sides of Jasper.
It's 2 sides of Jasper, boy.
Must be 2 sides.
It must be 2 sides. But that's what's up, Drake, man. Appreciate you tapping in, man. We back on Thursday, man.
What we got Thursday? Any games out there Thursday?
I'm pretty sure it is, man. We kind of come in to the studio and look to see what we got and let the chat tell us where to go.
I don't think I'm getting out no numbers. I got so much I got to get for tomorrow's gonna be a crazy day for me. Then Wednesday's following up with that. You see your boy Simon Walker, the number 98 player in the country, right?
Yep, Simon. Skip Hop Salim London knocked Salim out of the ESPN Top 100. Simon enters the Top 100. They still got Dwayne in the 60s.
Yeah, still got Dwayne in the 60s.
And those are the only 2 players from the state of Alabama ranked in the ESPN Top 100.
Hey, what's them 27 kids? Braden Gordon and what's the other guy?
Rashawn Hall.
You saw we talked about this, man. They already came and got him. As far as AAU wise.
Yeah, Jet Academy. Well, I'm saying Jet Academy, EYBL came and got Deshaun, and now Braden's already an Atlantic Express kid. Mm-hmm. So like they're already outside the state already playing AAU. So
how much longer can they stay in Montgomery?
Like I say, I think Braden's pretty safe at Montgomery Academy. Deshaun may be safe also because his dad's his coach. But you know how that can change real quick.
Them bags are coming.
Hey, them bags. Once the phone start ringing, my guy, changes everything. Once that phone start ringing.
Hey man, I need some gear for Friday, bro.
I'll take care of you. What time you getting up there? I'll bring you some.
I'll be there early, man. I think the first game kicks off at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll be up there. I will be up there that time also. We're gonna be that first game.
Yeah, so it's gonna be nice. They got a nice facility up there.
I need to go and get a table, man. I need to go. You got the Jasper coach number?
Yeah, I'll shoot that to you.
Yeah, shoot it to me.
I don't think you want to talk to nobody tonight.
Oh yeah, not after what he just got. He getting bludgeoned. So I hit him up in the morning and be like, "Hey, coach, tough loss, but I need a table for Friday this weekend." You know what I'm saying?
All right,
like
bro.
That.
I'll
All right, man.
tomorrow, man. Hey, man, hit on. What's his name up in the morning at Huntsville?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him. Make sure he's taken care of, and I hit Schweers too.
I know.
I
Oh, Schweers got us.
Oh yeah, you already know.
He the
VIP, baby.
He the one who got us last year.
Exactly. You know, I already know.
We talking about the other stuff that we can.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We gonna work that out too.
All right, Breeze.
All right, bet.
Drake.
There he is, man. Terry Drake, man, tapping in with us right here on iBall Radio Live. Breezy, run the music, man. Let's get up out of here for the night. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us right here on iBall Radio Live. Call-in show right here on iBallRadio.com, the iBall Radio YouTube page, and also streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. Appreciate y'all, man. Like I say, man, last Thursday we hit a record for Instagram, Breezy, on people tapped in, tuned in. We appreciate all the listeners, man. Everybody who whole chat room. We appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to all the hoopers, man. Shout out to Oxford for the Larry and Connie Davidson Classic this past weekend. Looking forward to the Jasper Christmas tournament coming up this weekend, and of course the Huntsville City Classic the weekend after Christmas, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
A lot of basketball going on, man. A lot of content about to be dropped. We're going to drop some more video clips on Instagram, man. Of course, man, go subscribe to the iBallRadio.com, man. Go subscribe to iBallRadio.com. It behooves you. Go read the articles. Go check the content. It's very worth it if you're looking to be what you want to be. I'm just going to say it like that. Listen, what's the definition? What they say the definition of insanity is, Breezy? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Every time.
Don't be insane, folks. Don't be a nut.
Every time.
Go read the article. And we out of here, Breezy. Holla at these folks, man.
Hey, man, say, man, it's your boy Breezy, and it ain't easy.
It ain't easy, man. And y'all already know they call me coach because I teach you how to ball. Until Thursday night, go read the articles. We out of here. Peace. Long live Hero.
For sure.